How's it going, everybody? Desir here. We have our round 3 matchup for Cosmic Crucible. Now, I definitely apologize if I mispronounce your name, but I believe it's pronounced Naba. He would be my opponent today. If I am incorrect and you're watching this video, please let me know how it's pronounced below in the comments. That way I can definitely pronounce your name correctly. Now, I am definitely excited about my matchup today. I did update my defense before this matchup so that way I can really test it out, so I can have everything ready when I do the defense options video, which is already posted at this time. Make sure to check that out in my video section. But let's go ahead and check out my opponent's TCP and defenses to see what we're going against today. And this is another reason I'm actually very excited for this matchup. Na has 160 million TCP. This is a 55 million power punch-up, and they are about top 40 as far as TCP goes. So I'm really excited for this one. It's going to be a massive punch-up and a crazy ride. Let's go ahead and check out the defenses today. In Stage 1, we have the X-Treme X-Men with Rogue and Dorm. For Stage 2, we have the Spider Society team with Mephisto. In Stage 3, we have Alpha Flight with Ares. It looks like they took out Wolverine for that matchup. For Stage 4, we have the Mercs for Money with Spider-Man Noir. They're really playing into that stealth mechanic. In Stage 5, we have the full Annihilator team. And in Stage 6, we have Weapon X with Black Knight. In Stage 1, we're going to be using our Superior 6 team, and we're adding in Northstar. As far as ISOs go, we made everybody a striker to really take advantage of the room rules. The key to this matchup is going to be trying to get everybody down low enough so that way Northstar can use the ultimate, clear those revive onces, and then we can try to start picking them off. Vulture will be starting this match off. I'm going to actually start by hitting the Nightcrawler, so that way we can put slow on Gambit, Forge, and Nightcrawler, and we can start getting that burst damage down on that Nightcrawler himself. For Green Goblin Classic, we're going to end up targeting the Forge and use the ultimate. This will do a nice turn meter rewind and get the trauma on everybody. Because of the strikers, we're going all in on the Forge right now. For Kraven's turn, we're going to end up targeting the Rogue and use the special. Now for Kraven's turn, I was trying to decide if I want to use the special on Forge or go towards the Rogue. I opted to go towards Rogue so we can get some nice damage on her before she gets her reflexive taunt off. For Doc Ock, we're going to use the special, and that's going to get the Shocker summed out on the field for us. Shocker's turn comes up. We are going to end up using the special, so that way we can get that offense up on everybody. Now that it's Northstar's turn, we're going to end up using that ultimate, but we are still stuck on the Rogue. We were able to clear the revive once off everybody, except for that Forge, unfortunately. Shocker's going to use the ultimate into the Rogue, so we get a nice turn meter rewind. And Vulture's going to use the ultimate as well. We were able to kill the Dorm, and the assists come in. Unfortunately, the Rogue does end up living. Green Goblin Classic's going to use the special into the Rogue, and we get the kill on her. Now right here, I do opt to use Vulture's basic into the Nightcrawler, and we get the kill on him. For Kraven's turn, we're going to use the ultimate into the Gambit, and the main reason I did opt to kill off those members of the X-Treme X-Men is because Forge has that revive once. I'd rather clear the field right now, that way we don't have to worry about as many threats on the field. Forge does get his ultimate off, and that does end up reviving that Nightcrawler. So right here, the Nightcrawler is starting to pop off on us a little bit. However, I think we have enough control right now to where we can withstand this and still get the victory. Vulture's going to use that basic into the Forge, and all those assists come in, and we get him knocked down fairly low. Forge ends up using the special, but we're still going to keep our attention on him right now. Kraven's going to use that basic into the Forge, and again, the assists are coming in nicely. For Green Goblin Classic's turn, we're going to end up using that basic into the Forge, and again, the assists are still coming in. Now that it's Green Goblin Classic's turn, we're going to turn our attention quickly over to that Nightcrawler and use the special. That we can do a nice turn meter rewind to him. For Doc Ock's turn, we're going to use that basic into the Forge, and we do get the kill on him. Now we have a 4 versus the Nightcrawler, and we should be good. For stage 2, we're going into the Spider Society with Mephisto. Now we did already do a double sack into this team, and the goal of that was to get the double exhaust mechanic on the Mephisto. Any additional abilities that you pull from the Spider Society team is just an added bonus. For the team that I'll be using on the attack, I'll be taking the Secret Defenders with Dorm. Dorm is just an insurance policy in case things start going sideways after the Mephisto is killed off. That way I'll be able to start reviving the Secret Defenders team. Ms. Marvel Harley will be going first. We're going to target the Spider-Man Pavitra and use the Ultimus, that way we can get a nice turn meter rewind. For Black Cat, we're going to target the Peter B. Parker and use the special, that does end up getting the trauma stun on him. Ghost Rider Robbie's going to end up targeting the Penny and use the special. We unfortunately did not get the ability block targeted on her though. Photon's going to use the special into the Spider-Man Pavitra, that way we do have blinds out there for when he takes his turn. Dorm is going to end up using that special to get the trauma stun on Penny, and that did end up landing. For Ghost Rider Robbie, we're going to target the Mephisto and use the ultimate. And Black Cat's going to use the ultimate into the Mephisto as well, and that does get the kill on him. Ghost Rider Robbie's going to use the basic into the Spider-Man Pavitra. We're going to shift our attention over to the Peter B. Parker. Black Cat does the basic and gets the kill on him. Robbie gets the kill on the Spider-Man Pavitra. And now we're going to have a very easy cleanup on the Penny and the Ghost Spider. For stage 4, we're going to end up using our Cabal team with Proxima and Archangel. Proxima goes very fast, and we're able to get several chances for crits along with offense down, and as we start killing them, the Archangel will be doing turn meter rewinds. Proxima Midnight will be going first. We're going to target the enemy Dakin and use the special. That does get offense down on several members of the team. Iron Patriot's going to target the Old Man Logan and we use the special. Pandapool does end up getting that reflexive taunt though. Namor's going to use the ultimate. That does end up killing 4 of the members. We get 4 pings from Archangel. And the pings do end up taking out the Spider-Man Noir again. Archangel's going to target the Deadpool. We use the ultimate. Leader's going to use the special into the Deadpool and we get the kill on him. And now we have a very easy kill on the Pandapool. In Stage 5, we have the full Annihilators team. We're going to be using our Mercs for money with Apocalypse. Now if you do have Ares with this passive awakened, you can definitely slot him in this position. The main goal of Apocalypse or Ares is to get rid of the safeguard on Gladiator, so that way you can start controlling the battlefield with Old Man Logan. Gore will be going first in this matchup and does the ultimate ability. That does end up putting all the safeguard back on the Annihilators, so we are currently at their mercy. Luckily though, we did end up bringing Deadpool and Old Man Logan, so the Panda Pool will keep coming back as he keeps getting killed off in this matchup. When it gets to Apocalypse's turn, we use the ultimate ability into the Gladiator. Then we end up using the Falcon Punch into the Gladiator as well. For Old Man Logan's turn, we end up using the special ability. Even though we don't get a stun on him, we do get bleeds on the other side of the field. For Dakin's turn, we end up using the special into the Gladiator, and that does end up chaining all the way across. For Old Man Logan's turn, we use the ultimate ability, and we do end up killing Gladiator and Ultimus. Once it gets to this point, this matchup is a lot more doable. Deadpool, we still end up using that ultimate into the Thanos endgame. The main reason for that was due to the rebound chain. The Panda Pool ends up using the ultimate into the Thanos endgame again, and we got all of our buffs back on us. Once you kill the Thanos endgame, and there's 2 characters left at this point, it's pretty much an auto win. For Stage 3, I'm going to use my Masters of Evil with Ultimus. Now, I should have actually used the Speed Eternals team in here. For some reason, I just kind of felt pressured to where I needed to use a Masters of Evil team somewhere. Otherwise, it kind of felt like it was a waste. So that was more of a mental issue than anything else. But if you can actually bring the Speed Eternals in here to where it's the 2 Eternals, Kestrel, Emma, and 1 other character, you can usually get ahead of the Alpha Flight team, start flipping their buffs around, and that makes it a whole lot easier of a matchup. Titania will still be going first in this matchup, and we end up start by using the ultimate ability into the Sasquatch. King is going to end up using the special as well, mainly to get some extra damage on the Ares. For Moonstone's turn, we end up using the ultimate into that Sasquatch, and Ultimus will end up using the special into the Sasquatch. That was actually a mistake. I still should have used the ultimate there. That way we can get some extra turn meter on our characters. Here the Northstar ends up using the ultimate and he flips all of our buffs. If we would have used Ultimus's ultimate into that Sasquatch and got the kill, we could have gotten ahead of this turn, so this was a misplay on my part. For Stage 6, I actually intended for this to be a sack. However, if I would have actually committed to this and swapped Venom out for Nova, this could have been a potential one-shot. So you're going to see what happens in this matchup here. The Void Knight will be going first, and we end up using that ultimate into the Black Knight. We were able to flip all the buffs at that point. The Lady Deathstrike ends up using the special into us. However, we are actually still in a pretty good position right now. For Carnage's turn, I wanted to pick somebody that was the weakest character, so I end up using the ultimate into that Silver Samurai. The Red Goblin ends up using the ultimate, so we throw all those negative effects back, and we got the kill on the Silver Samurai. This was a misplay on my part. For Gwenum's turn, I did end up using the ultimate. I should have used the special to try to get that stun on the Black Knight. So at this point, All of the bleeds are on the other side of the field, and they're actually very low on health. For the Void Knight, I end up using the special, we got another kill, and there's only 3 characters left. Gwenum ends up using the special into that Lady Deathstrike, we end up missing, and here the Gwenum does end up doing the basic into that Lady Deathstrike, and we get the kill on her. We do end up wiping here, but this is a very easy cleanup and could have been in the one shot if I swapped Venom out. For the Stage 3 cleanup, we're going to use our new warriors with Guardian. Guardian will be giving that offense up to the new warriors, and that should make it to where this follow-up hit is actually very easy to do. Gwenpool will be going first in this matchup. I'm going to start by targeting the Ares and use these special. The enemy team does have evades, but I was able to knock several of those off. Firestar's going to target the Sunfire and use the ultimate, so I was able to get a nice turn rewind to Guardian, Sunfire, and Northstar. Deathpool's going to target the Guardian and use the special to spread those negative effects. And Gwenpool will be using the ultimate, so now we have Safeguard on us. Guardian's going to use the ultimate into the Sunfire, and we got several kills, and we actually finished the matchup with that move. My opponent was doing their attacks very close to the time that Cosmic Crucible was finishing up. They ended up not full clearing me. I don't know if it was due to an error on their part due to feeling rushed. However, they only got a 40,999 points. I was able to get the full clear, so I was able to get the victory on this one. I got a 48,564, so let's go ahead and check out the defenses to see what happened. For Stage 1, I used my Superior 6 with Vulture and Northstar into the X-Treme X-Men. I was able to get the one shot on this, however it did take a lot of turns. I ended up getting an 8350 on this one. For Stage 2, I ended up doing the double sack into the Spider Society to Mephisto. I was able to clean that up with the Secret Defenders and Dorm. This ended up getting me a 7560. For Stage 3, I ended up making the mistake of trying to use my Masters of Evil into the Alpha Flight team when I should have used the Speed Eternals team. I was able to clean this up though with the new warriors, and this got me a 7963. For Stage 4, I ended up using my Cabal team with Proxima and Archangel into the Mercs for Money team. I was able to get a very easy one shot of an 8366. For Stage 5, I ended up using my Mercs for Money with Apocalypse into the Annihilators. Again, I was able to get the one shot, and this got me at 8361. For Stage 6, I should have committed to the one shot by dropping Venom and adding Nova. That would have worked very well in this case. I was able to get a very easy cleanup with the miscellaneous team, and this got me a 7964. As for my defenses, they were unable to clear my Stage 1. This was where I ended up putting my Illuminati with Sasquatch, and they tried actually pretty good teams in here, but they could only kill the Sasquatch, and this got them 5 points out of that. For Stage 2, my opponent ended up using the new warriors into my Out of Time team, and this got them at 8367. For Stage 3, my opponent ended up using their Masters of Evil with Lizard into my Infinity Watch, and this got them at 8354. For Stage 4, my opponent ended up doing the double sack method into my Spider Society with Mephisto, and they end up using the Secret Defenders with the Eternals. This got them a 7563. For Stage 5, my opponent used their Superior 6. They end up adding in Vulture and Mysterio with Apocalypse, and this went into my X-Treme X-Men, Rogue, and Black Knight. They were able to get the one shot of an 8360. And for Stage 6, my opponent did end up using their full Illuminati with Captain Britain into my Annihilator Super Skrull team. This got them at 8350, so that actually drained quite a bit of efficiency out of them. Overall, I was very pleased with how my defense ended up doing, and it worked a lot better than my previous 2 rounds. I was able to take this information, and that is part of the way I came up with my defense options video. If you do need to update your defense, make sure to check out that video. That's going to be in the description below. I do hope that you end up enjoying the matchup, and I hope to see you again in the future. If you all did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.